our Daily Tribune's top 5 trending stories for the week. We're starting the list with a story about former Senator Antonio Trillanes, who wanted to be the opposition's principal bet for the 2022 presidential polls. He urged the newly formed opposition coalition, One Sambayan, to consider him as its principal candidate for the presidency in the 2022 elections. In a Facebook post, Trillanes asked One Sambayan conveners to change his status from being an alternate presidential bet to Vice President Len Robredo to being a principal candidate for the government's top post. His announcement is based on the assumption that Robredo will run for governor of Camarines Sur in the 2022 elections. And number 4 is about Miss Universe Philippines 2020 Rabia Mateo. An emotional beauty queen took to Instagram live video to air her disappointment over the mishaps that happened during her walk at the national costume segment of the 69th Miss Universe pageant. Rabia donned her Philippine flag-inspired national costume and amazed the fans and judges with her big wing Rocky Gutter Cold creation. However, she surprisingly asked for everyone's dispensation because she feels she did not give justice to her national costume. Meanwhile, Miss Universe 2018 Catriona Gray immediately showed support for Rabia and said she absolutely has nothing to apologize for. At number 3, NCR Plus placed under GCQ-HR. President Rodrigo Duterte has placed Metro Manila and nearby provinces under general community quarantine with heightened restrictions starting Saturday, May 15, until the end of the month. Duterte downgraded the lockdown status of the capital region, Bulacan, Cavite, Laguna, and Rizal collectively, known as NCR Plus, from modified enhanced community quarantine to GCQ-HR. At number 2 is about Israel-Palestine conflict, which is raising alarm across the world. Israel and the Islamist movement Hamas in Gaza exchanged heavy fire Tuesday, killing at least 26 Palestinians and 2 Israelis in an escalation sparked by violent unrest at Jerusalem's flashpoint, Al-Aqsa Mosque compound. 9 children were among those killed in the blockaded Gaza Strip that is controlled by Hamas, and 125 people were wounded. Palestinian militants said Wednesday they had fired more than 200 rockets into Israel in retaliation for strikes on a tower block in the Israel-blockaded enclave of Gaza, which they control. And taking the first spot this week is the ongoing rift between President Rodrigo Duterte and retired Supreme Court Senior Associate Justice Antonio Carpio. The president said Monday he was not afraid to debate with Carpio, but that he had to back out from his challenge to avoid binding future government actions over issues on the West Philippine Sea. He maintained that he was not frightened to face the former magistrate, noting that he had faced several debates during the 2016 presidential campaign. And that's it for Daily Tribune's top 5 trending stories for the week.